Welcome welcome all to an all new Let's Talk Lions live stream. Let me know in the chat, can you hear me? Does it sound good? I mean, it sounded good on my end. Everything looks like it's rolling through, so just want to make sure we're all set. What's happening, everybody in the chat? We got Grant, Steve DeYoung, Josh, just gonna roll with it. Nothing, as always, is here, making it at 1 a.m. Our Australian friend. Way to be here. Way to commit. You are incredible. We got Frank, and we got one Funky Lions fan. You good. Excellent. Just want to make sure everything sounds good, feels good. For all of you who are here, I see there's about 27, 30 people. Thanks for hanging out. It's early. You know, it's 11 a.m. on a Saturday, and I don't blame you for not being here. But the fact that you are says everything. It says that you're hyped about what's coming down here real soon. I hope you brought your coffee, because once again, it's early. And for those of you in Michigan, we're going to hit 80 degrees today. I don't understand this state at all. Just, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, I got some good coffee. Ended up getting a new brewing method the other day. It's an AeroPress. It's actually really nice. Brings out a lot of the bright notes. I'm loving it. All right, let's see here. We also got Tone Loki here. Eric Muller, my guy. Anthony White chilling in San Antonio. Really good. Where's the bandana? Kyle, we might have to bust out the bandana for the live draft. I think you're right. Honestly, you know what? It's a very weird process, but after I hit the shower, throw on the hat, if I wear the hat for about an hour afterwards, pull it off, the hair flow just seems perfect for the day. So that's kind of the routine at the moment. Yeah, Nick Bashiski. Aiden throwing out the first pitch for the Tigers tonight. I think it was last night. I thought it was last night. I could be very wrong, in which case, forgive me. But I saw a bunch of pictures on the old Instagram. So, yeah. Anyways, happy to be here today. Thank you guys. And we are at 31 people chilling. Oh, the game was canceled last night. Nick, you animal. Thank you for the information. I appreciate that. I missed that completely. Game got rained out. That makes sense. Excellent. Yeah, so anyways, this year, just so you all know, first of all, thank you for liking the stream, for getting it out there early this morning. I appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, I am going to be live streaming the draft. So it's going to be like a live stream watch party. I'm going to have two buddies here, and then I'm going to invite on through my streaming software. I have two Buffalo Bills fans. We're going to get a Dolphins fan on here. We're going to get a Patriots fan on here. We're going to get a couple people hanging out for the evening. So please join us. I cannot actually show you the draft, so it's really, I'm going to be streaming, and then we're going to talk about it, just have our reaction to everything that's going on. It's going to be a really good time. We're going to start at 7:30, and then we're going to go, feels like all the way to 32. Now, I don't stay up that late normally, so we'll see what happens around 11 p.m., how I'm faring. Might not be good. Oh, Steve DeYoung, you have to record the draft this year, hoping to avoid spoilers till next Saturday. Steve, I don't think that's going to happen, man. There's going to be spoilers everywhere. You have to stay off the internet, which is almost impossible in today's day and age. Excellent. Awesome. Good to see you, Steven. Michael, the draft is almost here. Yes, we are starting tomorrow, it's draft week. So this is wild. It's a wild time. And I think what's most interesting for me about this draft, and maybe you guys can agree, maybe you disagree, but I think it's the fact that there's no clear-cut number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, huge shout out to my guy, Lions fan Paulie. Thanks for the super chat donation, dude. I appreciate it. You want Sky Moore from Western Michigan. Interesting. Very fascinating. We could get into that. Wow. But again, thank you for the super chat, my guy. Yeah, you know what? I think what's fascinating is this year, there's no clear-cut number one. And with there being no clear-cut number one, I really don't know what Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are looking to do. Like, we have an idea as to how they're building out this team. We can obviously see it. We can obviously see what they're trying to do here. And I think this is what's so fascinating is, I don't know about you, but I think it was Corey Woods over on Woodward Sports. He was talking, and he was like, the Lions will select Malik Willis. I don't see it. I don't see it. I can't really imagine them selecting Malik Willis this year. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want that. I do not want Malik Willis. Do me a favor, everybody in the chat, drop who you are hoping Detroit selects number 2 overall. Man, I hope we do not take a QB. Yeah, they are not. They're just, there's none about, or there's no QB that I look at that I'm like, I want you. I'm excited about you. I think what's going to happen is no matter who we select, there's going to be this feeling that kind of rushes over me where I'm like, I might not like it, but I am going to choose to trust Holmes and Campbell here. There is a motorcycle outside my home just sitting. Can you hear it? I forgot. 80 degrees brings out the motorcyclists, and I do not like it. All right, let's see who we got. We got people calling for cool with drafting a QB later in the draft. Yeah, I could get behind that. Aiden or KT. We got Hutchinson. No QB at 2. Hutchinson from LeBron Jammies. Let's see. You think this, Kyle's saying, I think that this draft favors good evaluators like Holmes because of uncertainty in prospects this year. Yeah, you're right. I think it definitely leans into a guy like Holmes who's able to scout talent deep in a draft, right? That's something that Holmes is phenomenal at. That's something that we saw him do in LA. We saw him do that last year. The depth that Holmes is able to evaluate and end up selecting, you're right. I do think it plays into his favor. We got straight up Thibodeaux for Frank, Nick, Aiden, or KT. Yeah, this is what's fascinating for me is I'm like, I really believe that at 2, if we select any of the 3, the edges, or it's really Thibodeaux, Hutchinson, or Walker, I'm okay with it. I think at that point, I'm excited about it. I'm like, all right, any one of those 3, because each guy has a specific strength that you can see right now, and I think their ceilings are there. I think they could be great. All 3 of them will be great with the right development. But man, all right. So once again, thank you guys for liking the stream, for hanging out, for throwing your thoughts in the comments. What do we say? We get into here. Number 2 must be an edge rush. So let's do this. Let's do a little mock draft. Now, I'm specifically looking at the first 2 rounds. I know on the photo it says first round, but I'm going to do first 2 because I think that 32-34 is pretty clutch. I love having 32-34. So let's see what we can do here. Drop in the chat how you guys are feeling. Do you want, in order of your first 3 selections, do you want an edge, a safety, a linebacker? Do you want an edge, a wide receiver, a QB? Like, tell me what you guys are looking for with that 232-34. Yeah, absolutely. Fazil Iqbal, thanks for hanging out, dude. Thoughts about a linebacker in this draft? Any favorite? Yeah, I want Dean. I want Nakobe Dean. My hope is that he's there at 32. If Nakobe Dean is available at 32, that's my selection. Let's see. We got edge, safety, linebacker from Grant Reichenbach. It's one of those. Yeah, I agree. That's actually my preference as well. I would like edge, safety, linebacker in that order. Unless Nakobe Dean is available at 32, I'll go linebacker, safety. I really like Waquan Brisker as well. So I think if I could have it my way, if I was Brad Holmes and I got to make this selection, I'm going edge, I'm going safety, I'm going linebacker, and I would go Hutch, Waquan Brisker, and Nakobe Dean if available. Switch them or whatever, because you got 32, 34. I think we can make it work. Reichenbach. Look at that. Grant Reichenbach. Welcome, my guy. Long snapper, punter, kicker. You know what? It's so weird not having like an established kicker. It's just such a weird thing. Ooh, defensive end, wide receiver, linebacker. So Lions fan Paulie, my one thing about a wide receiver that early, it's too early. Because unless you're an established team that you're like, where I look at the Packers, where I'm like, okay, you guys are established, you have your quarterback, they need a wide receiver to get them to that next level, especially after losing Adams and whatnot. I think a wide receiver is far too early. And don't get me wrong, man, I would love Drake London. I would love to snag him. However, it's just too early, and I don't think we are set up for the future. So to select a wide receiver that early yet. All right, so let's see. Let me get this all set up for us. We're going to pop this over here. Push me to the side. All right. So we got ourselves a little draft simulator here. I really like this PFN one. Ooh. Clicking all the buttons. All right, let's move into this and see how we feel. We're going to do a couple of these. Like I said, let's do 2 rounds so that we can get that number 2, 32, 34. And we're going to go straight up Lions here. And let's see. All right. So right off the bat, we got Jacksonville selecting Aiden Hutchinson. This is going to be a lot of fun. I really do hope you guys all hang out for the draft if you can. You don't have to, but I think it's going to be a wild time because, like, if the Lions were to select Malik Willis at 2, I don't know. I might swear for the first time on this channel. I will not be happy. All right, everybody. Let's see here. So I'm not going to accept any trade offers in this first one if we receive any. At this point, if Aiden Hutchinson is gone, looking at over here, I would end up probably selecting Travon Walker would be my selection. Oh, wrong button. I'm going Travon Walker. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Oh, let's see in the chat. Oh, we got nothing calling for it. He wants Travon. Oh, Steven Westbrook with a fat no. If Hutch is gone, go Thibodeaux. Oh, man, everybody. Got a lot of people anti this. Listen, here's my thing. Thibodeaux, I really do believe that our coaching staff likes him. It feels like there is a smokescreen. However, Thibodeaux's run coverage to me is not there yet. And when I look at a guy like Travon Walker, Guy's a beast. He's an absolute animal up front, and I think that we can use him in multiple ways that I would love to see what we can get out of him compared to Thibodeaux. Now, we're just going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. You know what? Jermaine Johnson's also an interesting one. I hung out with Dosa Dion yesterday, and we were discussing it, and he really started getting me on that Jermaine Johnson train based on a lot of his performance being better than KT. Yeah, I think the potential for Walker is like the ceiling feels so much higher than Thibodeaux. It just does. Now, again, I'm just a fanalist. I'm just a guy who loves to watch football, loves to watch these games, getting hyped. All right, 2 trade offers. I am going to reject both of them simply because sometimes I feel like these are a little absurd. All right, at 32, let me just go through this draft here. We selected Travon Walker. Malik Willis keeps getting put to Carolina at 6. I've seen that so many times running this. Jameson Williams is gone. Matt Corral, second QB, gone. Which I actually really like Matt Corral. I would love to potentially move on him. Daxton Hill's gone, safety. Freaking Green Bay taking Nakobe Dean, of course. And Laquan Brisker's gone. Screw you, Washington. Oh, looks like we had a couple trades back here, huh? Interesting. Hey, Dan Churin, welcome to the chat. Good to see you, my guy. Just doing a little mock draft. Yeah, I'm going to say we have to go defensive here. I want to go defense off the bat for our first 2 picks no matter what. I really like defense top 3 picks. So then if we're looking here, we got ourselves Travon Walker. I do love Christian Watson, wide receiver out of North Dakota. David Ajabo. Man. Walker. This is tough. Let's just pop over to defense. Let's see what linebackers we have available. Okay, so we got Walker. Christian Harris. And I know a lot of people might not like this one. I do love Christian Harris. I think he's got a lot of upside. Safety-wise, yeah, I don't want to jump into here at 32. Not yet. So I'm going to end up going... This will be interesting to see how you guys react to this one. I'm going Christian Harris. I'm going Christian Harris at 32. Again, rejecting it at 34. Is Sinna gone? Looks like Sinna's gone. Where did he fall to? Who picked him up? Ajabo at 34. Let's go. I don't know how to pronounce. How would you pronounce his name? Yeah. All right, so let me ask you guys. Looking at 34 at this point, we have Travon Walker. We also snagged Christian Harris, linebacker out of Alabama, which I could see people being pretty anti that choice. At this point, what would you want to go, offense or defense? The Saints took him. Good catch. Right there at 19. Which, by the way, the whole Saints thing is a weird... I don't know what they're playing at. See, personally, at this point, I'm still going defense. Wide receiver, I'm not hitting up until the 3rd round. I just think there's so much depth at wide receiver that you can find. Owen, my guy, just anti everything I'm doing here. I hate Travon Walker and defense. I'm sorry, my guy. Yeah, defense, all 3 picks. I agree, Tone. I think the first 3, we have to go defense. Give Jared a wide receiver later. I agree. Xander Shea coming in with the corner. Corner's tough for me because I really believe that looking at our cornerbacks, you can never have enough depth. But when I look at them and you see Amani and what Amani's been able to do, the biggest question is Okudah, right? I think Okudah is a huge question mark for us with what's going to happen. I don't believe Okudah's a bust. I think we can get some solid play out of him, solid development this year. But the real question is, can he stay healthy? You're 2 years into your NFL career. You've been injured both times. You've only played 2 games. Like, you're turning into Austin Bryant. The Lions at 2, Breeze, took Walker. Travon Walker. All right, so looking at defense, I don't like corner this early. I'm probably going safety. And at this point, I'm going Jalen. I'm going Jalen out of Baylor. Because looking at these other guys, you could probably... I don't think we need to pick up a safety. I think we need to pick up a safety pretty early in this draft. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm going to be fascinated. I'm going Jalen here at 34. I think that's the right move looking at our defense. Hey, let's see here. Owen, I appreciate you calling out here. Great pick. Means a lot, man. Means a lot. Safety isn't deep. They need one at 32, 34. See, I'm in agreement with you here. I think between looking at the Lions as a whole, and you bring in a guy like Chris Hughes, I believe it's on a 1-year deal. We obviously need to pick up some depth at the safety position and then develop that over the course of time. Because we bring back Walker for a 3-year deal. I think we got to get somebody in there because your first 3 picks need to be starters. They absolutely need to be starters. That's my assessment of it all. And so in that case, you have Walker, who we're able to throw in there immediately. And then from there, linebacker Christian Harris, because our linebacker core is a very fascinating one as a whole. When you look at, I'm not going to lie, as a whole, I would probably grade this draft as a B. I feel like this is a B. I really don't love it as I'm going back through it. I like Travon Walker off the bat. Christian Harris, we need a linebacker in there, and I think he offers us a ton, specifically because you look at who we got rolling at the moment. What do we got? We got old man Alex Anzalone, and then we've got Jared Davis back from the dead. Chris Board, who we just picked up. Derek Barnes, Pittman. So I think as a whole, a linebacker is pretty necessary. I'm looking at this, and I feel okay about this draft. I'm not excited. I'm not excited about it, but I feel good. Like, I would walk away from this draft shaking my head saying, all right, we're good. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to run it again. I'm going to run it again here. Oh, I probably should have looked through what everybody else got now that I'm thinking about it. All right. Let's see. Close this down. Close all this down. I am going to reject this because that just doesn't seem likely. That doesn't seem likely either. All right, so Kayvon Thibodeaux. Lions fan Paulie dropping in a nice super chat but telling me C+. I'm not going to say that hurts, but let's see. How did you guys feel about that? Yeah, no, Josh, this is a great point. Once you miss between Brisker and Cinnamon, whatever, it's a drop-off. And I agree. Kirby Joseph at 66. Fascinating. Tell me why. Drop it in there. Tell me why. You don't think that we're going because of Deshaun Elliott. But see, this is where within the first 3 picks, I really could see us going safety specifically because it's only a 1-year deal, right, with Deshaun Elliott? Or am I wrong? All right, so in this situation, Kayvon Thibodeaux goes to Jacksonville. I highly doubt that happens. I'm just going to call it out. At this point, I have to go Hutch. Hutch is my guy. He's the number 1 that I want in this draft. I'm going Hutchinson. Sin equals sign. Well done. Look at you guys coming in the clutch. Hutchinson off the bat. Who the Saints trade up to 3 to get Malik Willis. Jets taking Kyle Hamilton at 4. I could see that. Neal to the Giants makes sense. Who did Carolina grab? Charles Cross. Fascinating. I don't see that. I really see Carolina snagging a QB. Gardner to the Giants. Jermaine Johnson to the Jets. I actually like that. You know what? I feel like Washington's going to go QB early. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, fascinating point, Steve. I absolutely agree. If the Jags don't go Hutch or Evan Neal, they go Walker. Quite frankly, I think the Jags are going Walker right off the bat. I think Walker's their guy. Thank you, everybody, for liking the stream, for hanging out today. Having a little fun. Hopefully you're drinking some coffee. Ooh, Jameson Williams to the Eagles. Matt Corral to the Texans. Texans are a weird one. I feel like they have to take a QB early. No QB to Pittsburgh. They believe in Mitch. This is how Matt Millen drafted. Kenny Pickett. Listen, man, I don't want to be mean, but Kenny Pickett, I don't trust a QB who's wearing gloves. I just don't. If you got double gloves, go play baseball. Like, that ain't for me, man. Ethan Day just getting real strong. Ooh, Daxton Hill goes to the boys. Drake London to the Packers. I'm rejecting both of these. I don't even... Once again, I'll do one mock draft where we take a trade. Oh, the Bills. I don't see Buffalo doing that. No. All right, let's see here. So going through it all, let me ask you guys, is there even a chance that the Lions select a QB at 2? Whether it's Malik Willis or not, do you guys believe that there's even a fat chance that we select a QB at 2? It just feels so outrageous. Because, like, looking at this class, you're like, it just doesn't feel right. All right. So let's see here. We got our guy at 2. We got Hutch at 2. I would love... Did Nakobe Dean go? Darn you, Green Bay. Ay. Defensively, looking at linebackers, we got Walker. We got Christian Harris again. So this is the same situation, which I'm going Harris again. Oh, safety. All right, let's say we lean away from linebacker safety because we're in the same situation here. Cornerback would be a fascinating move, but 32 feels still far too early for that. Is it? Yeah, tackle's too early. I think the Lions do need a tackle. Let's see here. We got some people's thoughts regarding QB. Holmes is just baiting teams to trade up. I know it. Yeah, I agree. I think it's all just a ploy. It's all just trying to get people. Yeah, no QB in this crop. No. Draft Watson. Give him a 5th-year option. I think no, they like Goff. You know what's interesting, Feardom? I really believe that I think Holmes likes Goff. I think Holmes really trusts and believes in Goff. I think it's Dan Campbell who's got his issues with Goff. Just from what I can tell from a lot of the language or what's being said, it always feels like it's Holmes who's like, this is our guy. I think he can become more. And the one nice thing that I'm like, I don't want a QB is you have to spend all this time developing, right? Really developing that QB to be the future. Whereas, like, I believe the Lions can make a push next year, not this year, next year, for an actual NFC North title, and I believe we could do it with Jared Goff. He's seasoned, he's developed, he's a veteran, he's seen it all. You put the right weapons around him, you have a healthy O-line, I think you're fine. I think we're good enough to go where we need to go. Let's see here. All right, how you guys feeling? Watson dropped the ball worse than Ebron. No Walker or Christian Watson. Steve DeYoung against it. All right, what are we feeling here? We got our Aiden Hutchinson at 2. I think linebacker is where I want to go defense. I think linebacker is really where I'm at. I'm a Christian Harris guy. I'm going to continue to lean that way. But what we're going to do here, same, no Travon Walker. I'd rather take Dotson or Watson. We do have 4, quarterbacks and Kimber. They better not draft another tackle. Yeah, listen, I don't see us taking a tackle until later than the 3rd round. We don't have a 4th round pick this year. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get crazy. I think that at this point, at 32, let's just go a little wild here. Let's grab... No, I can't do it. I want to grab a linebacker just to be a little crazy. Ooh, what about David Ojabo? Obviously, I think there is a slight chance that the Lions double edge in the top 3. I don't think it's a lot. I think it's slight. But what if David Ojabo is available in this 32-34? I think we have Romeo Okwara. I don't think we need it. I'm going Christian Harris. I know I have stalled for a long time on that 32. I went over my time limit. I deserve to be fired. All right, 1 trade offer from Seattle. Pick 40. And next year's 4th. I actually like that. I'm going to reject it. We're going to do one more draft where I actually accept offers. No, you know what? Is he my draft crush? I think he's just undervalued. Hey, nothing. Thank you for hanging out, my guy. You were up at 1 a.m., 1:30 now, chilling, doing some live mock drafting with us over in Australia. See, this is the question. Ojabo and the injury, man. It's tough. It's tough to waste such a high pick. I think you're right. I think picking a guy at 32, 34 is not going to work there. All right, let's see what we got here. Is Sam Howell still available? Round 2, pick 34. Let's say we go and we grab an offensive player at this point. We have 2 defense. We snagged Christian Harris and we got Aiden Hutchinson at 2. I'm feeling really good about this draft so far. Let's go offense. Drop your thoughts in the comments. How you guys feel about an offensive player right now? Let's just say we have to do it. Obviously, I like defense first 3 picks, but let's go offense for a sec. You guys can see who we have best available offense over here. I actually really like Christian Watson out of North Dakota. I think there's a huge upside to him that we could use on this squad, especially because DJ Chark, I don't know, you have a guy who's injured and you need 3 guys who can start. Absolutely, Ken. You need 3 starters here. Yeah, I agree. A wide receiver would be my choice first if we're going offense. Somebody asked about Sauce, and I just wanted to make a quick comment about that. I think I can't find it, but my overall thoughts about Sauce at 2 is we cannot draft a cornerback in the top 10, in the top 5 again. I think there's some stat in the last 10 years. Only one team, 5 years, only one team has drafted a cornerback in the top 10. It was the Detroit Lions. And if we were the only team to do it twice in the last 10 years, color me not impressed. Color me pissed. I would hate that. I think he's great, but I do not want it not that early. I don't think we can do it. Sauce at 2 is the only pick if he's the best available. Fair. It's fair. All right, I'm going Christian Watson, wide receiver out of North Dakota State. I think we need some help on the wide receiver core. I really want a wide receiver in my ideal world. Who I'm going with is Aiden Hutchinson, followed by Nakobe Dean. It's feeling like he's not going to get there, and Waquan Brisker. If we could get one of those guys, between Brisker or Nakobe Dean, I'd go Nakobe Dean. Do you think Travon Walker is a game changer, though? Tough to say, Breeze. This is what's so hard is like we assess. We sit here and we look at all of these guys, and the best thing you could do is speculate. And as somebody who's not, I don't get to go and see these practices. I get to go to these games, watch them play. In the NFL, it's a totally different beast. Lions cannot take Sauce at 2. He wouldn't even be the best available. Yeah, no, not at 2. Sauce would not be the best available at 2. That would be something where we trade up. We'd have to trade up for that. It's going to be a weird night. I feel like because like you look at last year, and you just knew what was going to happen. All right, let's see here. Aiden Hutchinson, Christian Harris, Christian Watson. We got 2 Christians on the team. I'm feeling good. Watch some Veggie Tales together here. Yeah, honestly, I really like this draft. I feel really good about it. We obviously chose to go offense for 34. We made that mandatory. But hey, Aiden Hutchinson at number 2 overall. I agree. Feared him. Great point. We do have a lot of wide receivers right now. Watson won't get doubled. He'll produce. You would probably see something similar to like what Amon-Ra St. Brown did. Now, I don't love drafting a wide receiver in the second round. It's feeling early, but I'll take it. You know, it's going to be fascinating to see what we do as a whole. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm excited. It's going to be a good time. Let's see here. Lions fan, Paulie, appreciate it. We got an A+. I'll take an A+. I haven't got one of those in a long time. Steve DeYoung, solid A. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this as a whole between Hutch, Harris, and Watson. It's fascinating. I really, I've spent my free time doing this. I haven't really, obviously, haven't put out much draft content, like mock draft type stuff, but Richard Sherman. You can't just be throwing Richard Sherman in there. All right. Let's do one more, and let's accept some trades. Let's see what happens. Start a new sim. 2 round. Take it slow. You know what, Gray? You ask a good question. Does it make sense for Detroit to move to 1? I don't think so. Because again, I don't think there is a guy sitting there that we're like so insanely in love with that we also need that other teams are making a play for. Does that make sense? Like, because when I look at number 1, I look at Jacksonville, we're sitting there at number 2. Who's really going to try to trade up to Jacksonville to get somebody? The only thing that I could see happening where somebody trades up to number 1 is Carolina. Carolina's the only team that I'm looking at where I'm like, they might be afraid somebody's going to hop them and end up selecting a QB. Maybe whether it's Washington, maybe it's not Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, that's not their MO. I could never see that happening. But as a whole, I could see them being a little bit afraid of it. So, all right, let's see here. All right, so Hutchinson went number 1 for the second time. Last time I went Travon Walker. I really think that our coaching staff likes Thibodeaux. I do. I believe that all the rumblings and the rumors are all fake and smokescreen. Let's go Thibodeaux. Let me know how you feel. We're going Kayvon Thibodeaux at number 2. Not even gonna think about it. I think Thibodeaux's got a lot of upsides. Kyle Hamilton to the Texans? Yeesh, I don't see that. Weird vibes from Thibodeaux. You're not wrong. He's an interesting dude, man. He's an absolutely interesting dude. I don't love him in run coverage. He's got a lot to work on. But hey, what draft pick doesn't have something to work on when they get in here? All right, so we're going Thibodeaux. Tibbs the pick. Oh, we got people pumped on Thibodeaux. Look at this. Steve DeYoung amped about it. Grant, my guy, amped about it. Hey, let me know in the chat if you guys are going to be able to, if you're interested in hanging out for the live draft party, 7:30. We're going to be chilling here. Would love to know who's going to come. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So come hang out with us. Eat some wings. drink some beer. Pray that something good happens. All right, looking through this. Drake London to Green Bay, I hate so much. All right, they're going to select Nakobe Dean at 28. Oh, they did not. First time. Uh-oh. Oh, is Nakobe Dean going to fall? Fall, baby. Fall, baby. Don't you do it, Cincinnati. Oh, Green Bay, you sons of bees. Son of a bee. Ah, screw you. God. All right, let's see here. We got 3 offers. Seattle willing to give us 40 and 72. Okay. We got, Indianapolis, 42-73. Obviously, I would choose Seattle first. So let's reject you. And Dallas, 56-88, and they're 2023. I actually kind of like these, but for 32, I'm going to reject. I actually am going to say no to both of those. Sign is available, but so is Waquan Brisker. Let's see. In the words of Captain America language. Hey, I kept it together. Oh, man, I wanted Nakobe Dean. Hard no on the trade. I agree. We said no. KT, Dean, and Hill would be absolutely insane. I agree. All right, I love what we have here available. Sign, Brisker. I'm going Brisker personally. I think there's a larger upside to him. Love his size. We're taking it. All right, we got 2 trade offers. What do we got? Indianapolis willing to give us 42. In 2023, Washington's 3rd. Absolutely not. Get out of here. The Jet Skis saying, hey. Oh, you want 2 picks from us for what? A 3rd round. Well, we know you're going to be terrible, so 3rd round's not bad. It buffered when you said son of a bee. I don't like either of these trades. And being that I don't like them. All right, Breeze. You ask a great question. Do I think there's a chance that they pull the trigger on Malik Willis? In my small brain that I have, that the Lord has gifted me with, I cannot see us taking Willis at 2. It would blow me away if the Detroit Lions select Willis at 2. Absolutely blow me away. Based on the way that we're building out this team. Based on the way that I don't have any say in it, but on the way that Holmes and Campbell are building, we seem like we are building out the trenches, specifically hitting that defense early. And I'm just like, I cannot imagine the Lions selecting Willis, selecting a QB that you got to develop for the next 2 years. Based on, I also look at our team and I'm like, I think we're a 7-10 ball club this season. I think with our draft capital, we can really move in and next year in the draft and select somebody pretty early, try to find a quarterback. I like next year's quarterback class more than this, and obviously there's a lot to... Oh, the sirens. It's been crazy. Last couple days, just so many sirens. But all in all, I do not see us selecting Willis. All right, so here we've got Brisker, I love. We got Kayvon Thibodeaux, Brisker. At this point, looking at our linebacker list, you guys know where I'm going. I'm going Christian Harris. How do you guys feel? We thinking about... Oh, what's going on with my computer? Stop being like this, buddy. Sam Howell has dropped in all 3 mock drafts to 30, which makes sense. So pick 2, we got Thibodeaux. Now we got Waquan Brisker. I love this so far. How we feeling at 34? Christian Watson? Do we go for that wide receiver here? Kenneth Walker, we can't go running back. I'm just not feeling that, not at all. Yeah, I agree. I think, but obviously Green Bay likes Nakobe Dean, which is driving me insane. It would be a wild move to go sign here. I just feel like double safety would be, that's too much. That's too much right off the bat. Um, David Ajabo, Desmond Ritter. Hey, we could go QB. We could go Ritter here at 41. Nah, that's too wild. Yeah, I agree. I like linebacker, wide receiver. Josh, I'm with you. Josh Baker, my guy. All right, we're going between wide receivers, linebackers. Our top, personally, you guys know that I'm leaning. I do love Harris. However, let's get crazy. Let's give Goff a weapon and let's go. I want to go Watson. Let's go Watson. Let's do it. Christian Watson. I know. Wild move. Wild move. Linebacker felt right, but I feel like I've gone Harris too many times. I want to give Goff another weapon here. Yeah, and you're right, Anthony. This is where it would make most sense to draft a QB. Maybe you pick up Ritter. Maybe you pick up Howell. They have to love him. And I think at 32, 34, there's definitely a possibility. All in all, I really like this draft. This might be probably my favorite one. To get Thibodeaux up front, to get Brisker in the secondary, and then finish it out with a wide receiver with Watson. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite draft that we've done here. Josh Baker agreeing. Yeah, man, I think this is the one. Don't get me wrong, I love Hutchinson, but again, I'm in such a on Thursday when they say the Detroit Lions select, if it's Thibodeaux, if it's Hutch, or if it's Walker, I'm just gonna shake my head and be like, excellent. I feel good about that. I feel good about all three of those. However, I think at that 32, if we can snag a safety, if Brisker's available, sign as well is awesome. I like them both. I like Brisker more. And yeah, you're right, Dar. This is the most realistic one. I think Thibodeaux at 2, Waquan Brisker at 32, and Christian Watson at 34. I'm in. I'm hyped on that. You kidding me? This is a good draft right here. I feel good about this. Thoughts on going edge rusher at 32, 34? I don't hate it, and I could actually see that going down, knowing Brad Holmes. See what we did last year between Onwuzurike and Ali McNeil. Bing, bing. You drafted your crush, so you like it. Hey, listen, Thibodeau's great, man. I think Thibodeau's he's a weird dude, but I like him as a player. Obviously, I've said it 100 times, but the run coverage has got to be worked on. But I think, man, watching him play, he's a beast up front. And the reason that I want edge at 2 is I want to get to the quarterback, yo. I just want to get to the quarterback. I want to put pressure on the opposing QB. For years now, we have just wasted so much time, or we've given so much time to the opposing QB to allow plays to develop for wide receivers to shake DBs, and then over and over and over again, all we see is, hey, it's we can't hit the Q. We can't hit the QB. And if we can't hit the QB, if we can't even apply pressure to him, the poor DB, the poor secondary, linebackers dropping back into coverage, you're just dealing with so much. And so this is why, I heard a lot of people, I got a lot of grief earlier where people are like, oh, well, Kyle Hamilton, get Kyle Hamilton. And I agree. I think Kyle Hamilton's phenomenal, but not at number 2 for Detroit. Because if the front line can do their job and they can do it in excellence and put pressure on the QB, then the secondary will only have advantage compared to, you have a bad, you know what I'm saying? You got a good secondary. Well, it doesn't matter. At some point, somebody's going to shake loose. It's almost like having advantage on a roll on a D20. But yeah, Grant, I'm with you, man. I'm glad the Kyle Hamilton talk died. Hey, thank you everybody for being here. Drop a like if you have liked so far. Like that thumbs up. Little Bill Clinton action. I did not. You see what I'm doing there? It's pretty good. Yeah, man. I got a lot of people saying this. No on Travon Flowers, I mean Walker. Yeah, a lot of people are comparing him to Trey Flowers. But hey, listen, a young Trey Flowers here in Detroit, I'm not mad at that. When we picked up Flowers, it was the wrong time, and he was the linchpin of the Patriot way. He was the linchpin for us, and so for Matt Patricia, and it just didn't work out. So yeah, you know what's interesting for them? They spent enough time with KT. If they pick it, I trust it. If they don't pick it, I trust it. That's the end result for me in this draft. I think I'm very much like, whatever we do, I'm going to choose to trust it. It's going to be harder to have the faith if we pick up a QB. If we pick up Malik Willis, it's going to be a lot harder to have faith. But faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do not see. Am I wrong? That's what we're told. Yeah, I don't know, man. As a whole, I like this draft. This is my favorite one. Obviously, the first one was a little weird. I wasn't a big fan. We ended up going Travon Walker, Harris, and I can't even remember. I know we picked up a safety. I don't remember who. The second one, we got Hutch off the bat. We ended up going Christian Watson last, and I think we had Harris. This one is the most realistic. Kayvon Thibodeaux, Quan Brisker, Christian Watson. Again, I want Dean, but hey, here we are. Anyways, hey, listen, this was fun. Had a lot of fun doing this. Maybe we do this again. Maybe the day before the draft. That could be fun. But yeah, hey, listen, everybody, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for liking the stream, for chilling, for dropping your thoughts. It's cool to see where you're all sitting and like what you guys are thinking. Obviously, like, you know, I could tell some of you guys are really big on grabbing defense. Some guys, not so much. Not on board with Kayvon. Yeah, I think as a whole, the entire draft is going to shake out so odd. I'm really excited for it. I think it's different than like last year where you're like, all right, like we know who we're picking. We know who we're getting. It's going to be Penei Sewell. If since he lets him fall, like you just sort of knew where everything was going to line up for the first 10 picks. I think I did a mock draft last year where my first 10 picks were correct because you just knew. Whereas this year, if I did a mock draft right now, I guarantee 5 of them would be wrong. Because you don't know. I don't know what Jacksonville is going to do, and not knowing where number 1 goes changes everything. So, yeah, I'm open. I'm open to this. I like this one. I would take Tibb, Brisker, and Watson. But yeah, thanks for hanging out this morning. We haven't done a Saturday morning live stream with coffee in a while. This is interesting, Dar95. Let's break this down, shall we? What constitutes a Campbell guy? Because in your opinion, KT's blatant arrogance literally screams knee biter to me. Doesn't matter how many times you know him down, his confidence is unwavering. Yeah, it is fascinating. What is a Campbell guy, but what's a Brad Holmes guy? There's obviously the foundation that's been laid of guys that love football, that want to play football, but are also not. There's integrity, right? There's that integrity, that character that's like, we're here and we're going to give it all we got, and we're going to love being in Detroit. And I think that's so much of the foundation. And the Campbell, the knee biting, yeah, it's the grit. And you do see that with Thibodeaux. Now, there's what's his character? I don't believe most of the stories. Like, you start hearing these stuff, you're just like, at what point are we just trying to create narratives? Think about the draft last year with Aaron Rodgers and Adam Schefter coming out, just creating a narrative, creating drama, because that's what this is. It's reality television in a way, you know. Yeah, I don't think they are true. I don't think those rumors about Dan Campbell are true. I think that it's all stuff getting dropped out there to create pandemonium in a way. But just me. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out. This was a great morning. I'm going to go enjoy a little lunch. Probably throw back another cup of coffee. And enjoy the 80 degrees. You guys enjoy it as well. Don't forget, 7:30, Thursday. Join me here. We're going to hang out. We're going to watch the draft. It's going to be wild. It's going to be a great time. That is it for today. Let me shut this down. And I will catch you guys all Thursday. Thanks for hanging out for the mock draft. I love our last one. Thibodeaux, Brisker, Watson. I'm in for it. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out once again. You guys are the best. Love doing this. I'll catch you guys Thursday. I'll catch you before that. We'll make some videos beforehand. But, yeah, until next time, I appreciate it. Breeze, thanks for being here. Steve DeYoung, appreciate it. Clump Sauce. Let's go Red Wings. Hey, Miggy, 3,000. Let's go. Is Miggy hitting it tonight? Lions fan Paulie, you love me. Thank you very much. I love you too. All of you. Thanks for being here. Hey, Josh Baker, appreciate it. Catch you guys later.